Yeah, so current updates, I think, with the knee is that I got my my surgically operated on ACL is pretty much completely torn based on what the ortho said is that it's pretty much non-functional, but I think it's or he thinks it's still attached. I have the MRI imaging from last time. I did a ton of research online to see if I can interpret it, and to be honest, I was just really unclear. The radiologist doesn't think I took that much meniscus damage, but the orthopedic thinks so, and he isn't completely sure, however, due to the history of meniscus repair surgery that I had. So he isn't completely sure. Other than that, updates wise, my roommates are forcing me to organize my room. I, I mean, from older videos, you guys would know that I have a lot of training stuff and not a lot of space. They said they need attic or roof access that apparently only my room has. So, so yeah. In terms of cleaning my room, however, though, it isn't even like actually cleaning. It's more of just shoving all the random stuff I have into some boxes or totes or whatever, and throw away a ton of the cardboard and things like that I have. But at this point in time, all of most just pretty much all of my training equipment is unaccessible in storage in my room, is some way to think about it. And I don't know, they were thinking that my room was attracting like bugs or roaches or something, but when they were looking through it, at best they found like four of these like tiny beetles, these black beetles. And I think it's because I take my training equipment outside through the window, and I told them it was like a couple bugs maybe. And these bugs are in like the main shared space too, which my room is far from. So I don't think, but whatever. They're friends with the guy whose parents owns like the lease or whatever. So I have no say in this. Um so currently I gotta treat like all my machines, the main barbell stuff, and main sandbag, kegs, whatever, as completely inaccessible. I have very, very little room inside my room to train now that I can't open the window and have access to the front. So yeah, got a got a couple kettlebells, but I doubt I even have the room to do any swings or anything. I have my adjustable sandbag, which it can't be too heavy because I need to remain a ton of control to to be able to use it in like the tiny space that I have. And everything else, I have the necessities on hand, but all my I guess you could say extras or fans and machines things like that are just completely inaccessible. So at the end of the day, it's I have a ton of training items that I pretty much all can't use. I guess it's my fault that I got all these things in the first place. I thought I could use them outside and things like that. And lesson learned, um, when I first started to get equipment, I was thinking more on space saving and how versatile the item would be. But over time, I'm missing like the main movers, and I want to rehab and prehab my knee to the best of my ability. So I'm always just getting items that I guess were more prioritized. But at the end of the day, since I attempted to keep everything uh, keep everything minimal, I guess, or not exactly minimal, but like space saving and versatile. But they weren't like the main movers of progress, such as, dumbbell plates, the main sandbag stuff. I should have started with an adjustable sandbag, things like that. But at the end of the day, I just accumulated a ton of items. I think when I started when I started to get the tools and whatever, I should have asked myself and really considered if I could only choose one training modality, which one would it have been? And I would have made my decision at that time and forced myself to stick with it. Because right now, I have all that space outside that I can't use now, and I have all that equipment that are just in storage, all for nothing. If I chose one method of training, then it would have been fine. But it's honestly hard to pick. I think thinking about it now, it would have probably been my short, like the 5 foot barbell plates, or I could have went dub, or I could have went dumbbell and plates. But at this point, like hindsight's 2020, and it's harder to decide. I also could have went that one adjustable sandbag, and with one like wood plyo box, and then supplemented with calisthenics. That would have worked pretty good too. Or I don't know how chill they are with the door frame pull up thing. I don't know. They're pretty adverse to training stuff, I guess. They're always uh, playing games and music and yelling at stuff when I'm trying to sleep at 2 or 4 a.m. It's whatever. Yeah, I don't think they're a huge fan of training. Uh, I'm trying to dial in my nutrition and stuff. I'm always cooking out there in the shared space, and I don't know. I don't see him in the kitchen often or whatever. It's fine. Um, yeah, and last time when I had all my equipment out, they were like discussing if whether they should sell it or things like that. I'm kind of scared that they're gonna try to sell my stuff when I'm not looking, but it's okay. It's okay. That's that stuff. So currently, all the stuff I have pretty much inaccessible. The things that are accessible, I have no space. The outside space is cut off from me because the bugs excuse, and I'm probably gonna be in the school gym more which is what I should have done in the past, I guess. I just wanted to have some training stuff on hand. But it's okay. So, current training plan, I'll probably be in the school gym more often now that it's summer. And I'm back to doing the plasma donations. I don't know. The McDonald's manager has replied to me. He sent out the application, like, online forms or whatever, but, like, he didn't even, there's no follow-up stuff, and then I got injured. So after the 2 weeks, I just started walking again, and then I went to follow up at the McDonald's, and she got my phone number again, but still no reply. So at this point, I'm thinking to just forget it. I don't know. I followed up. It's just still nothing. So back to the plasma stuff. I'm wondering if it was a reason or factor that I got injured the second time because it just wasn't healing properly because of the plasma. Based on the internet, I think it's fine, but the US FDA, whatever, they clearly have an incentive to be saying it's safe that I'd be donating plasma because they make a ton of money from it, and apparently the US is like 70% of the world's producer in this. So clearly, they might have some ulterior motives, but yeah, just trying to save up things right now. I'm going to be in the school gym more, and not going to do any sport like MMA training for, I want to say, at least 9 months minimum. I should, no, I'm just going to push it for longer. I need to be far more robust. I can't afford to have another knee injury, and at this point, I'm on the waiting list for another ACL surgery that I'm not sure if I can even get at this point. Um, so I think it's near the end of the road for my knee. We'll just have to see. But yeah, that's current updates. Bit of a ramble. Yeah.